Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and welcome back to our Game of Dupes colony. The colony where we're naming all of our duplicates after characters from the Game of Thrones. I apologize for anyone who was on the stream just a few minutes ago when the other one decided it wasn't going to cooperate anymore. It looks like the Elgato software croaked on me, bugged out somehow, and stopped sending the signal to YouTube, and YouTube, when they're not getting data, just turns off the stream. So I apologize for that, but we are back live again with the colony, carrying on until midnight Eastern Time, and hopefully things will go well tonight. We won't have too many more dead duplicates to add to our list. So we did, as I mentioned before, we did have Robert Baratheon has died off. Arya Stark died off. But the rest of the duplicates are still alive, all 23 of them. And I think we're actually... Oh, we added some more beds up here. They haven't quite finished building the room out yet. But once they have that sealed off, we'll have some more room for some more duplicates to stay up there, which is going to be good because we're kind of running low on space. Power was something I wanted to work on last time, and I didn't get a chance to tackle. We also need to do something about our heat situation because the air that I've been sitting through into the colony is a little bit warmer than I would normally like it. It heated up that the water down at the bottom here a little bit too much. I've got them swapping out some pipes from radiant piping into insulated to make sure it's all in the water. And on this side over here, I'm going to extend the loop for the radiant piping, and that should give me enough. With the cooling over here to make sure that this side cools down to the level that I want it to. I'll deal with the last part of that once they get that built. But up here is where we're going to build our power generation. I normally build it like directly above the colony, but we'll put it off to the side this time. It's going to be a little bit warmer out here, so the duplicates aren't going to like it very much. Things get a little bit spicy. But there's already a whole bunch of noxious gas out here anyway, and Arya Stark happens to be living out here too, and, you know, I use the term living loosely. This is where she resides. Maybe it would be a more accurate way to say it. But we're going to build a couple power generators out here. Just out of coal for now, I guess. This will become the main power source that we'll have when we get to some automation, or some shipping, rather. Oh, actually, we might have somebody who can build it now. Do we? Oh my gosh, we do. No, I don't. Insufficient materials to construct this building. Oh, I need refined metal for this. It looks like they don't have enough, but we need a duplicate that has the skill who can do it. So we'll have to go into our skills tree. And where is mechatronics engineering? Is way over here. The duplicate who does that is going to have to be somebody who can actually tackle it. So we need... Varys has only got 1 point. I guess we can boost him up to carrying level 2. He's got enough morale for that. Man, I haven't boosted like anybody. I probably should do this a little bit. We go all the way up to the level 3 for the astronomy research, but I'm going to just go to level 2 for now because it doesn't really matter what we do from that perspective. Maybe I should start at the top. Eddard Stark also with the research. Oh, I've got him boosted pretty high already. Let's send him up to carrying 2 for supply. Cersei Lannister, we have her at Master for Artwork, so we should probably improve her carrying capacity, because that doesn't hurt. Rancher, we've got Jon Snow up to the top level ranching already. And again, we should probably boost carrying capacity. Let our duplicates carry as much as possible when they're running around. All right. Jamie, we already had through improved carrying 2, so we can go this route with him, and then we'll be ready to put him into mechatronics engineering, which is appropriate because he got that fancy gold hand, not that it moves around or anything. The colony of Cthulhu. It's the sinking city. All right, and then I guess we'll put more carrying capacity over here. Try to boost everybody's carrying capacity, except for Bran Stark. I don't feel like he should be allowed to carry things. We probably should have him on research, but I just don't need him. Improved construction for building. All right, he's a builder. We'll do Bran the Builder thing. Samuel Tarley, he was doing research. We could do... Well, you know what? Let's do care for him. I think that seems appropriate. Not only does he like it, but it's kind of appropriate for Tarley's character. Daenerys, we'll get her to boost up to max ranching. And then, you know, we could probably use a cook. Nah, let's boost her carrying too. Grandmeister Pycelle, we get him to improve kindness for... He's at the maxed out level there. So many shine bugs. Yeah, we let them start breeding early on, and we were taking care of them, and they certainly reproduce quickly. All right, Jed, we have construction. Let's boost him up to max, and then we'll give him some additional carrying capacity. Tyrion, he did the whole artwork thing. He should probably also be on the research, but we're not going to do that. Let's set him up for digging so we can do some more hard digging. Tywin Lannister. I got 3 points to spend on him, and he's only... I barely spent anything, so we'll get him boosted up for improved digging, and then we'll start to boost some building production. Gregor Clegane. We'll get him tidying things up. Oh, and he needs to be carrying more, too. Man, I have a lot of characters. This is crazy. I should have spent some points earlier, I guess. That's what I get for slacking. Oh, I didn't even need to boost that. Oh, well. Tommen, we have boosted up for care. Joffrey... We'll get him going on tinkering and carrying. Robin Arryn could be a better cook. Brienne of Tarth. Sure, we'll boost her operating. Littlefinger, we have him cooking also. Not that I have a place for them. I actually really need to build a kitchen, something that they can prepare food a little bit in. Because so far we're just eating meal lice off the vine. Which maybe not the best. Please let the shine bugs in the top rooms free. They are pretty much free. Oh, I gotta go check and see. The doors hadn't even been built yet, but... Meister Aemon. What did I have him doing? Nothing. He doesn't have a hat yet. Neither does Sandor. Make him all decorative. Meister Aemon, I guess we'll put him on care as well. Frankly, the duplicates seem to get sick really quickly now, so it's probably a good idea just to make sure that we have plenty of doctors around. Okay. That's all taken care of. I still don't have anyone that can build that thing up here, but that's okay. We'll get to that later. Oh my gosh, in the middle of the night in Germany, you just woke up, saw the notice on your phone, and immediately jumped on the stream. Now I'll go back to bed, but I can... All right. Well, welcome to the stream, and have a good night. Yeah, Durgan drew that emoji, actually. The little sleeping fox there. I need to get some more of those. The emojis I have so far were sort of like a random assortment of things. They don't really tie into any real theme. It'd be nice to actually get a decent set of them going. Food shortage. It's not surprising. I mean, we have 23 duplicates and only 19,000 food. I kind of want the plants that are here to stay intact so I can harvest them. So I'm just going to set all this for harvesting. We'll get all that. There's not so much building down here yet. Oh, they got one side done. So let's check the temperatures now that I have the pipe staying in the water a little bit more. So it's coming out of here at like, well, 55 degrees. And by the time it gets over here, it's at 26. So that's already a little bit better. I was letting it get above the water line where the temperature's like 37. And it was picking up heat before it actually traveled up to where we were going to pump it out into the colony. So this will help a little bit. Not fantastic, but a little bit. How do you get the emojis? Well, in this case, Durgan drew the emoji, but if you mean it, like in terms of like having access to them on the stream, you have to be a channel member to have access to those. I get it, needed. That's what it is, Durgan. No, I'm saying nothing. I'm gonna set all these doors to open. There's no reason for them to be closed. Not only is it trapping some of our little hatches, but it's just added travel time for the duplicates to have to stop at the doorways. So we'll get all these set to open. I don't think we have enough room in our Great Hall. How many seats do we have in here? If I go to a room, will it tell me? Oh, it even actually names who has all the seats in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We have 20 seats in here. 20 seats. So we have a couple duplicates who aren't getting the benefit of the wonderful room. I need another Great Hall. That's gonna be a problem. The more duplicates we take, the more difficult it is to find spaces for them all. Completely off talking. How's your new pooch setting in? Good, but troublesome also at the same time. She's really cute, and she's very sweet. But she does like to chew on things, and she's not exactly house trained yet. She's still using my house as a bathroom, which I'm really not thrilled about. But in the grand scheme of things, she's good. Definitely some more training involved there. We did puppy training for her. We did one round of it, but we need to do some more. I need to get this closed off. I want to keep the chlorine pressure in here so some of these plants will continue to grow. But this little mirth leaf is in the way. Look at the shine bugs. We're gonna wind up with another colony that could be like completely lit by shine bugs and nothing else. On mobile, you need to get to the YouTube gaming app. Well, they're shutting down the YouTube gaming app, so maybe you just have to go to youtube.com/gaming because they've taken the YouTube gaming thing and integrated it into the main site. It just has its own separate section now. And through that section, you can also see like things sorted out by game type, similar to what you would see on like Twitch, for example. Consumable ore. Set this for coal. Whenever they get around to building that, we'll have some coal. Kind of curious what's up here. Oh, there's a luxurious bed up here. I want it. Assign that to some duplicate. Just pump oxygen up there. Actually, I want to quit the Great Hall. I have one of my colonies and then designed each dupe a washroom, mess hall, and bedroom. I have 0% stress. Nice. Yeah, I mean, there comes a point where you actually max out your morale production, and then it's not really, you're not necessarily gaining a lot of benefit. But the Great Hall is fantastic when you have a lot of duplicates because it's a really easy way to get +6 morale, which helps a lot with stress management and stuff. Wish we could make clocks. Yeah. I mean, we have a clock up here, sort of. Food shortage. Always with the food shortage. These I want to set up so that I can plant as many mushrooms as we can find. This is not exactly a farm area yet, so I need to get this set up. Throw tiles in here. Okay, that should narrow this down, I think, to the 96 tiles that I need in order for this to be a proper greenhouse. Not that I mean, I often don't even have, like, the little station that normally goes in here that they use for fertilizing, but... Tying some snake stuff. I don't want to ask what kind of mess snakes make. Hey, Scott, how you doing? They have freezable teething balloons for puppies that may help. Yeah, well, we have lots of stuff for her to chew on. We've noticed some blood on some of her chew toys. I think she's lost some of her baby teeth. Yeah, Robert's not gonna... Yeah, he's not been buried yet. Now there's Arya. So we just finished digging out this area down here. This is where I'm going to put... I think this is where I'm going to put the crypt for them to be in. So we're going to need to set this up, I guess. So let's do granite flooring. We want it to be... We want it to be moderately nice. Oh, I remember what I was trying to do. I was trying to seal this off by gradually building tile pieces. And just shifting it downward so we can block off all the stinkiness. But we'll build granite walls in here, granite flooring. Let's see, more granite. Hopefully this doesn't break while I'm in the middle of building it. We might have a flooded crypt. I think 2 patches back they made it so you can't deconstruct the comfy bed for plastic anymore. Aw, that's a shame. I mean, there's a lot of stuff we actually can't deconstruct, so I guess to a degree that makes sense. Hey, Jess, how's it going? Would that be a scare Dreco? Yeah, I don't think the Drecos eat the mushrooms, but similar idea, I guess. We probably should think about a hatch farm at some point, too. Oh, wait, I forgot I was in the middle of swapping out these sinks. I haven't finished yet. That needs to go. This one could be deconstructed now. Put another sink in here. That's going to require plumbing. Okay, that will get all of our sinks in place, and then we'll be in a good position to swap into toilets. So we can start with the toilets over here. Plumbing, lavatory. Plunk. I try and leave enough of a gap in between I could put in like a statue or something. Suffocating. There's not a lot of air down here. They spend a lot of time just hanging out in the CO2, which I gotta figure is probably not great for their health. I wouldn't think anyway. Not that they seem to mind all that much. I should probably actually lower the sensor down a little bit lower so this thing runs a little bit more. It's okay, though. It'll do. Research-wise, we only have a couple things left to tackle, so I should probably do that. We haven't given them a proper break room yet, either. Let's go with the precision plumbing. How's the game going? Hello from the UK. Hello, the Blue Lions. It's going well. I mean, we've been picking every duplicate that comes up, actually, and then coming up with names from the Game of Thrones in order to name those characters. And actually, I guess before we get in here, I probably should show you which characters we have so we can think about what we want to pick. So, still in the colony, we have Eddard Stark, Cersei Lannister, Jon Snow, Jaime Lannister, Hodor, Bran Stark, Samwell Tarly, Daenerys Targaryen, Grandmaster Pycelle, Gendry, Tyrion Lannister, Tywin Lannister, Gregor Clegane, Sansa Stark, Tommen Baratheon, Joffrey Baratheon, Robin Arryn, Brienne of Tarth, Varys, Littlefinger, Sandor Clegane, Maester Aemon, and Podrick. And then we've had Arya, but she died, and we had Robert Baratheon, but he died also. So we're gonna need another character to come in. And you know, it occurs to me we haven't brought in like a Catelyn Stark yet, so that might be an option. Who do we have here? So we have Trypophobia, so they won't dig. Flatulent, I don't want that. Squeamish, won't perform care. We already have doctors, so I'm not super worried about Nicholas' downside. And I'm not necessarily concerned about Frankie's downside either. This +6 strength I kind of like, though. Oh, yeah, we need a Melisandre, too. That's right. Yeah, I mean, there's so many characters. So let's go with... Yeah, you know what? Let's go with Grey Worm. This will be Grey Worm. He's got athletic. He's got the strength going on. He's got +3 digging, but can't dig. But, you know, whatever. Ooh, Giant's Bane. That's actually a good option. Giant's Bane. Oops, Gosmid. All right, it would help if I actually had my fingers on the right keys. Oh my gosh, I cannot type today. There we go. Giant's Bane. Sprint. With that +6 strength, we can't go wrong. Ranching's good though. Yeah, we have a couple duplicates that we're already building through the ranching tree. I mean, the thing is, when you get this many duplicates, you kind of have people that can do everything already. Hey, Wolfie, how you doing? Lucky Arya died before she started killing everyone. I suppose there's that. You just too many people on her list. How are things going temperature-wise? Ooh, spicy. 28 degrees. 28 degrees. We're hovering like right in that range where this meal ice is going to start to fail. And if the meal ice fails, we're in a lot of trouble. We have a bunch of eggs here. If I actually set up the cooking station, we could probably do some omelets and stuff. I've made this so densely packed, though, I don't even have a place to put the kitchen. I hadn't really thought about that, to be honest. Where am I going to put the kitchen? Yeah, I would really like, actually, to take this space over here, but I need to finish the research first. So maybe we'll do that. A couple of the plants have started to stifle because of body temperature, which isn't great. Temperature-wise, it's coming out of here at 30 degrees now. 26 on this side. Oh, I didn't finish this loop. Let's make them do this. Priority 8. Get that finished. That will help the temperature on that side significantly. We have a 3D printer that makes life. That's right. Arya a destructive dupe? I don't know whether she was or not. She died, unfortunately. Her body's sitting up here underneath where we're building our power setup. She died of suffocation. She went underneath the floor and then built the tiles over her own head. She just wanted to see the faceless god or whatever. It's so close. One little bend there. Scott Delaney with the super chat. DLI, Dupe Life Insurance says, get your flooding insurance now. Oh yeah, it's really close. It's cracking. It's cracking. Well, that's weird. It's got like double priority numbers there. That's super strange. Let's try and get some dupes down there quickly to shore that up a little bit. No, don't dig. Okay, hold the phone. Cancel this. We're in building in the bottom first. There we go. Oh, no, no, no. That's the one little gap. You've got to just finish the one gap. Okay, we're good. We're good. Crisis averted. Granite up here. Okay, this little pipe right here needs to be deconstructivated. It's got to be de-destructified. You reckon it's 4 dupes with their heads and tombs at the same time? Was it all in the same block? I'm guessing it was the same block. Come on, just go break that pipe. I need to build the little last connection there. Okay. Radiant gas pipe. Up to there. Set priority 8 on that puppy. Because we need that oxygen back. Whatever, get priority 9. Doesn't matter. Not much difference between 8 and 9, I guess, but whatever. We'll just give it top tier billing. Down here, I need to deconstruct this block and deconstruct this block. And I need to build a block right here. Actually, right there and right there. Kind of inching the way over there so we can kind of block out the polluted oxygen. Don't mention flooding. You live in the Midwest. Oh, sorry to hear that. Not so good with the water down there right now. What's the logic behind dupes? I don't know. They have some complex logic. 26.9. Okay, so that helped a lot with the temperature. It's even on both sides now. So that's okay for the moment. It's not great, but if we could just get the temperature to stay in a range that we can work with, that will be all right. The research isn't quite done yet. I really want them to finish so we can get started on pulling in some other stuff. In the meantime, I'm going to plan for our duplicates to head over this way. What are we talking like for germs over here? Oh, it's good in Germany. Oh, this thing wilted. Why? What happened to our poor little buddy bud? Body temperature. Doesn't like the temperature out here. It grows between 20 and 40 degrees, and it's 39.7. 41.5. It got just a little bit too warm out there. 37, 38. It's got to be, actually, I think the temperature issue might be the compost. 42.9 degrees. The compost is out here heating things up. Made things a little inconvenient for our fancy little buddy bud plant. But we can actually move that over just a little bit. That will put it back into a space where the temperature is a little more acceptable. What's 39.7, 38.2. So if I move it all the way over here, if I can click on the right button, it may not spread quite as far as it did before in order to help keep things clean, but it'll be a start at least. And then I'm going to plan to do some little stepping blocks across here for our dupes. They can dig upwards to this gold. Who doesn't want some more gold? Then we can skirt like right across the top into there. And there's even a thermal nullifier in here, which could come in handy. Okay, so we'll plan for them to go that way. Whenever they get around to it. I'm kind of giving them a lot of jobs right now, so it might take them a while to get to it. Dupes in and of themselves don't seem very logical. Yeah, they're a little, you know, they sort of lack that basic survival instinct sometimes. More deodorizers along the floor could help. Yeah, probably a little bit. See, at the time I didn't necessarily need it because we had the buddy bud sitting here, and when it spreads out its pollen, it actually neutralizes the slime lung in the air, so they can't coexist in the same tile. So basically, it blocked it out, and then we didn't have to worry about slime lung. However, the buddy bud sort of wilted a little bit. Things aren't as nice right now. They're all getting so sick. Oh god, they found another dust cap. Come on, hurry up and do my building over here. Give it just slightly higher priority. I want them to build that little plant. Okay, so we have power production set up here. This is going to take a lot of metal, but we're going to need to run some heavy wrought wire. Now, I could run heavy wrought wire straight down the side of the building and then branch off in layers and try to feed the power in from left to right. Or I can go across the top and try to feed it down from above, which is what I tend to do often, but I kind of want the space up there to be able to build a little more. So I think I'm going to go down the side. I don't want to go all the way to the bottom here because this spot right here is kind of where our garden is. We don't want the temperature to get too hot down here, otherwise our fancy dust caps won't grow. So I should plan actually to insulate this off. Dig that out. If we can get that insulated, then it might help a little bit with keeping the temperatures, because we're kind of like right on that. It's 33 degrees, and this stuff needs temperatures between 5 and 35, so it's actually right at that point where it's getting too warm. Let's see if we can try to do something to block out at least a little bit of that heat. You can do a waterlock there to keep all the bad out. Yeah, but I'm not necessarily interested in the duplicates going out through the farm this way, because I don't want these other gases to get in. I don't want to risk it. You're right, like a waterlock would help, but the duplicates also don't have exosuits, so with the waterlock, they'd constantly get soggy, and then they get all upset at me, and next thing you know, they're, yeah, see, like soggy feet, even just from going down to get this container. I really should have moved that up a little higher, but what are we gonna do? If they finish this door, we might find out whether I have the right size here for a farm, too, or a greenhouse. Hi, and how are you? And I have CMS 2018. Awesome. CMS 2018 is a great game. Played it a lot. It's not without its bugs and stuff, but I've had a lot of fun with that over the, like, 2 years or whatever I've had it. You run transformers down one side and then feed each floor. Yeah, that's what I'm planning to do this time. I often run them across the top and then just divide my colony into thirds, basically, and sort of feed it that way. Both are good options. This time we're gonna build it down vertically and then send it across the floors. That way I can build like a column here that I'm not worried about the decor and stuff in, as we continue to spread out and manage our duplicate lifestyles. I need tile here to block that. Just wanted to plug that opening there so that the chlorine will stay inside this little room for the most part. I mean, we're gonna open the doors, it's gonna come out, but insulation can go in here. More suffocating. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move this this sensor down. I built it up here thinking if I could stop the CO2 at this level, it would be fine, but they're often down below here. I should make it a little bit lower down. I don't want to get too low, or the ration box will be sitting in a place that's not so great anymore. From that perspective, it should be fine. Okay, so this is all done here, so I can deconstruct this. Once I get these two tiles built, I can break the one in the middle, and then we'll have this all sealed off. CMS 2018 has a new DLC. Another new one? Like outside of the truck one? Because I got the pickup truck one. I like running heavy wire vertically on the side of your base, then using transformers to run power horizontally. Yep, that's a good option. CO2 lock would be easier there. You mean over here? But the only thing is CO2 locks don't stop temperature. So I'm insulating here mostly because... Or do you mean over here? I probably could have built one over here, but I don't really want them so much going through the crypt all the time to go out through the colony. Game's not early access anymore. It's officially released. Is it really different now? Are you talking about this game, or are you talking about CMS 2018? If you're talking about Oxygen Not Included, it's not in the 1.0 release yet. It was supposed to come out, I think May 28th was the date they were targeting, but they've pushed it back into July now because they didn't feel like the game was ready to be called essentially finished. They're still planning to add content after the fact, but at that point they were planning to call it finished, and it wasn't ready yet. So they've opted to instead keep it for the moment. So we gotta wait for sometime in July, and I'm really anxiously looking forward to it. So you're building a tropical living space with none of O2. Pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, there's some places that are really well oxygenated. Other places, not as much. I have one oxygen producing system going right now. We're definitely going to need more than one. In the worst case scenario, I still have oxygen diffusers, and we have lots of algae at the moment. Trouble is that they produce a lot of heat. So I would like to build another oxygen system. Given the number of duplicates we have breathing the air, the trouble is going to be feeding it with a good water supply. And that's going to be a little bit tricky to get to. There's a little water here, but there's not really enough to run for long. Oh, good. Another cold biome. Awesome. New disease system's easier than it looks. I thought it was really complicated at first, too. I mean, it's not super complicated. For the most part, I just ignore it. Because it's not super risky for the duplicants. I mean, we have 12 sick people right now. Now they get sick. And they do get some debuffs, so it slows them down and stuff, but it's not deadly the way that it used to be. It used to be, if you didn't take care of slime lung, you were done for. We need more medicine packs. Do I even have the stuff to make them? Phosphorites, we have plenty of that. Ooh, we have actually pomelo. We can make like 8 of these things. Look at that. Who knew we had all that medicine laying around? Doctors might actually get to do something. Principles available. All right, so we have a Hassan and we have a Nicola. Unconstructive, trypophobia, yokel, who's an interior decorator. It's an odd combination. We could take the hatchling, but we don't want to do that. We're going to take another duplicate, even though it's not the wise thing to do because we have too many already. We have 24. This will be number 25. And they're a loud sleeper, which is great. Yeah, slime lung, what a wonderful thing to have. All right, so who should we name this duplicate? I'm thinking, I mean, they're strong, so athletic, tinkering, +3 strength. Maybe we could make them like, let's see, we already had Jeffrey. Davos is not, he's kind of old to be the strong one. Maybe Jor Mormont, that's what we'll do. Wait. Is Jor, no, Jor is not, is it Jor that I want? Yeah. There we go. Jor Mormont. Do you ignore it or do you forget about it? What will the next CMS 2018 stream or video be? I'm not sure. I kind of do them randomly depending on when I feel like doing it. They don't really draw a ton of views or anything, so I don't really have a set schedule for them. Just generally whenever I feel like it. Of course YouTube doesn't tell me you're streaming. Of course not Caucasian Asian. Notifications, my backside. We don't need no stinking notifications. No, what's going on with our water supply here? Oh, I see what's happening. I was preferring the water flow to go into this pipe. Which I guess is okay as long as it's all backed up, but as soon as this thing's running, we have less water going through the system. It's still enough to run it, but I gotta keep an eye on that. Jor's the one that John gave his sword. Yeah, that's the one I wanted. Jor Mormont. Any guesses on what the new biomes will be? That's a really good question. I'm not sure. I'm kind of hoping there'll be like a radioactive biome. I don't think they've said how many there's going to be. I don't remember if they said 2 or 3, but I know there's supposed to be more than 1. I could see maybe like a... We have ice, we have slime. I could see almost like maybe like a desert kind of environment. Maybe. Something that's radioactive would be neat. Looking for a NASCAR to store in CMS 2018 or a DeLorean. Well, the NASCARs you can actually get in the workshops, and people have done some mods so that you can download some workshop cars and do some. Oh, we don't have a Mance Raider yet either. In the workshop, that you can get a couple of them to rebuild, and they're free too, which is a nice added bonus too. Evie with the super chat. Sick, but I made it. Thanks for the super chat, Evie. I appreciate the support. Hope you feel better soon. I hate being sick. I'm like the stereotypical sick male when I'm sick. You guys want to see more about each critter or item? Oni.db is -db is really good. Yeah, there's lots of good resources online for all the different stuff. A simple Google search will often get you pretty much everything you need. Oh, we broke the toilets. All right, I should probably try to get some real working toilets in here, because this is, we're living in the dark ages here. Winter's coming. We need a toilet. Radioactive tastes like cancer. I think it would be neat, like, if they had to, like, put on the exosuits, or if they made, like, a new suit, like, that was, like, a radioactive suit that you could go out in that area with. I think it'd be really funny to see the duplicates running around in those little yellow radioactive suits. Wait, nah, we need Grey Worm. Do we have Grey Worm? I didn't pick Grey Worm, did I? Oh, right, because I brought in Giant's Bane instead of Grey Worm, that's right. Oh, okay, this can be, let's here we want to uproot the Buddy Bud, and here we want to plant the Buddy Bud. Oh, we made it through the cold biome. Probably why some of them are getting sick now. They're getting a little hypothermia. It's just a little hypothermic. It's still good. It's still good. I'm going to want these. So you people will just have to suffer with your hypothermia just a little bit longer. Build a ladder over here, too. Dig that out. We'll set all this stuff for harvesting because, frankly, we need the sleet wheat. There's a whole bunch of it up here, too, but I don't know if the duplicates are going to be able to handle the lack of oxygen and the cold long enough to actually get all the way out here to deal with this. And I totally built that ladder all weird. Dig that one out. If I dig that out, then I think they should be able to harvest the rest of what's up here. They'll give them something. I mean, they're going to have some real problems getting through here, but let's dig up those. Poor, sad little duplicants. We need to get them some exosuits, but frankly, I'm a little stingy with the oxygen right now. There's too many of them. Oxygen not included. Battle Royale. Oh my gosh. Hey, baby X-Trotter, how are you? Winter is here. If they go over there, it's definitely... Winter's definitely here. I mean, we spent so much time inside the wall now. We need to go outside the wall and find a little fun and adventure and see how long it takes for us to kill off some more duplicants. We have like 3 beds left, too, for duplicates to sleep in. We should have some more... I think we have more reed fiber now, so we should be able to do... 2 of them. I can do 2 more paintings. Hooray. Actually, that's pretty nice down there already. Let's maybe do a painting up here. Try to make these guys feel a little better about themselves. Well, you know, we'll even give them some little sculptures. We can give them like some small little sculpting blocks in here. Try to make them feel a little bit more at home. Plus, we'll give our artists something to do, because we have a few high-level artists that I haven't been using. So this is turning into Frostpunk. Only if they go over there. 25 duplicates enter, no duplicates leave. It's a funny game when it gets to this point. Like, when you have this many duplicates, there comes a tipping point where if you mess up bad enough, like, for example, failing to pay attention to the amount of oxygen you're producing, which then causes a cascade failure in your food supply because stuff stifles. And then with all those duplicates, it really doesn't take much for everything to just come crashing down. But for now, they're okay. Oh, what's going on down here? Body temperature. That's not great. "28 degrees versus 38 degrees. I could technically cool this space. I don't know how much heat I can dump in this water, though, before it's going to start to actually really heat up. You're back with both your boas. What are your boas' names, anyway? If you don't fix the O2 soon, you'll have a lot of dead dupes. Well, like I said, I have other systems I can turn on to get oxygen. It's not... We're not at a critical point yet. I might actually build a room with a couple oxygen diffusers in it and a pump that I can cool to send out, because running these out here in the middle of the colony, while really efficient in terms of like space and usage, is good. Not so efficient from like a temperature perspective, and with it right by my farm, it can overheat things. Scott with another super chat. Dupe Life Insurance says, who needs oxygen when you can save energy by turning off your CO2 skimmer by removing the gas detector? I was just seeing if you guys are paying attention. Thanks for the super chat, though. Gas element sensor. You know what? Actually, let's move this up one. We didn't turn off the gas, the sensor. I don't know what you're talking about. It's really easy to get distracted when I'm playing and talking and looking at the chat and everything at the same time. But thanks for the reminder, Scott, because I had definitely forgotten that. I'm not gonna lie. The 2-year-old bow is Snicorny Weaver. The noodle just got named Sneckaquetzal. That must be a hard one to tell people. Oh, my dog, my snake's name is Sneckaquetzal. Hit him and I get a mosquito bite. It starts to itch. Oh yeah, mosquito bites. Flyer Dupes freeze. The next group of colonists can thaw them out and keep going again. Oh yeah. Just stick them in the freezer. We'll call it duplicate preservation program or something. Outhouse. Deconstruct this. We'll get another lavatory in place here. Lavatory. Plunk. That's going to require a little plumbing. Feed in there. Out there. Oops. It's all going well. Temperatures down here are hot, but not crazy. I forgot it for a while, too. We should start a club, the Smirk Club. We have the Smirk Club. You just have to click on the green join button. The cost for the Smirk Club is $4.99 a month. That's in, I think, in US dollars. Actually, it might be the same in every country. I don't even know. Too funny. We even have shirts. Oh, that didn't... 88 tiles. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have the farm station in here. For the farm station, this would be the right size. However, we ain't got it. So maybe I'll just build it right on top of these tiles here. Who cares? They're not planted anyway. Stations, farm station. Oh, it's too big. I forgot how tall this thing was. Well, that's a nuisance. 88 tiles. I don't have room for my farm station, so I can't make this into a proper farm. Not that we have fertilizer anyway, because I don't have a fertilizer making system, so maybe I won't worry about it, but... Whoops! I forgot that thing was 3 tiles high. It's the size of a Smurf. You don't know if it's the same in all countries. Do you just subscribe your own channel? No, but I have looked at it, and it's $4.99 Canadian or $4.99 US. It's funny how it all works. It seems to be the same number everywhere. Again, I don't know about other currencies, but in like dollars, it's the same. Which makes no sense when you consider the exchange rates and what have you. But let's plug in. What have I got going on here? I guess at the end of the, when I swap all that stuff over, it's not going to really matter. I'll probably take this whole bottom section and put it on one little setup. Let's make some more refined metals. Somebody go punch that button. Punch it like it insulted your mother. Renewable energy. Bing. I hate the suffocation noise. Partly because it means we're suffocating. How's your day been, CrypticFox? My day's been good. Just another busy day at work. Then on to the families and the YouTubeses. You know, partly why everyone's getting sick is because I'm feeding them stuff with the micro musher, and that's also why we're sucking up so much of the water so quickly. I'd like to get away from that, so I need to get this kitchen built. Smash that like button. How many dupes do I have? We have 25 currently. So just a couple. It's probably 100 Australian dollars. Funny. They added a new merch item into Teespring now, where you can get like embroidered hats. So like a like I don't know, like I don't know what you want to call it, like a baseball hat kind of thing, where you can get stuff embroidered on it instead of just printed on it. I've been trying to set up one, but they have a limited color selection for their threads, and I recolored my image using all of their colors and sent it in, and I got rejected for not having the right colors. So like, I've tried 2 times now without success. Curative tablets. I feel like I want those. But we're going to take another duplicate because this is the kind of colony we have. Not the colony we want, but the colony we have. Interest. Suit wearing. This duplicate enjoys performing suit wearing errands. Will incur 1 less morale expectation from learning an associated skill. That's cool. So like an exosuit or the jetpack suit. They have a small bladder, but they have diver's lungs, and I kind of like that. These other guys have some good traits too. I kind of want that suit wearing business though. Not that we have any exosuits or anything for them to wear, but something. Let's make this one Melisandre. She kind of wore a suit. It was a people suit, but oh my gosh, how do you spell Melisandre now? I've actually got a web page up so I can look at all the character names because there's just too many. Too many names. Where's Melisandre? There it is. Oh, I was on the right track. Melisandre. There we go. Print. Suit wearing is good for astronauts. I bet, yeah. What car should I take from the auction in CMS 2018? I don't know. I never go to the auction, Kim. In CMS 2018, I always go to the junkyard and find something to rebuild. I've never gone to the auction. I think partly because there's just not really a lot of point in having fixed up cars at to begin with. I mean, I guess you could get them and swap them out for like. Geez, we used up all the Medican packs already? Oh no, they haven't made them all. You could swap them out for like performance parts and that kind of stuff, but I like the idea of like taking them from like pure scrap and turning them into something cool. So much so that when I get cars that aren't in the junkyard, I go in and edit the game files to allow them to be there so that I can go and fix them up. Consequently, some cars that are made of plastic end up having very rusted bodies in that game. I'm going to deconstruct the ladder that's in here, and I should probably... We'll build a new ladder over here. Once one's built, we're going to build our tombstone scenario down here. So I'm thinking, like, if we put a gravestone here, and one here, and one here, and one here, and one here, then we're ready to take on some duplicates. Sam needs a ghillie? Yeah, he does. Had no luck 2 times in a row in the junkyard. It's like, oh man, when I'm hunting for cars, it usually takes a lot more than 2 times in a row. Sometimes I end up going 15 or 20. Dupes are never nudes. Yeah, they're always wearing clothes. I guess they should probably all have a trait that says they like being suited up, because they pretty much always are. You know what? Stop cleaning that toilet. Let's just deconstruct it. Isn't that what everyone would like to do when they have cleaning jobs? You know what? Stop cleaning it. Just break it. It'll be better. Okay, let's... I'm gonna double check on my shift setup here because I think we got a little top heavy, a little bit top heavy again. So Jon Snow, Sam, Cersei. Let's put Melisandre down to shift 3. We'll put Jor down there too, so he can hang out with Daenerys. Giantsbane needs to go to the wall, so he can go down to the bottom one. And Podrick and Brienne, Gendry, Sansa. The rest of these guys can stay, I guess. Oh, wait a minute. The top one was the wall, so Giantsbane's got to stay on schedule 2. We'll put Sandor down there. He worked with them for a little while, and then he left. Gendry, Varys, Brienne. We'll put Varys down there too. All right, good. So that'll spread out the bathroom usage a little bit. That way the 3 toilets we have will be enough to serve all of them. Are you gonna get a Jorah or friend zone? I really should. Oh, it was Jorah I meant to get, not Jor. Oh well. Oh well. Almost up with the renewable energy, and then we'll get catalytics and acoustics. And we're almost ready to shut down this whole research thing and get rid of it. If I could get the power connected here, I could get rid of those treadmills too, which would help. They're getting closer. Closer and closer. Dig this out. That will give us room to put in... Cancel that. I want to put in the large transformer here. This isn't going to quite work the way I want it to. One way or another, I'm going to need a bridge. So I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh well. Go like this, and then where's my heavy wire bridge? Oh, they don't actually have a bridge. It's more like a... Yeah, it's just the plates. I think I can put the regular wire bridge right on there. No, I can't. Drat. Okay. Cancel that. I need to reorient this thing a little bit. I spun it around thinking that it would be better to have the output wire at the closer end, but I can't do that. So we'll do it this way instead. Connect the heavy watt here. And then this regular wire can flow out here to a wire bridge, which will skip over to there. That'll be one layer. It's not exactly lined up with the flooring, but that's okay. The second one we'll need to put down here. Flip that around to here. That's going to need floor. Another heavy watt. Another wire bridge. Yeah. And then I'm gonna set a higher priority on this. I want to get rid of those treadmills we have going on. If we can get all this built, that would be novel. Especially since this is running. What? Okay, let's disable this. Don't need these yet. They're not even connected to anything. Producing power for no utility. Too many dupes, not enough toilets? No, we're fine, actually. They have a fair amount of toilet time, and I have the duplicates sort of spread out. So they're actually making do with the 3 toilets. We are on that teetering point where they might need one soon. Not enough everything. Kind of goes that way sometimes. Oh, did they pee in the bedroom? Maybe I don't have enough toilets. Oh, there is. Oh, is that pee or did they throw up? Because they've been sick so much. Just make sure that none of that leaks down here anywhere. We gotta get that, we gotta get Robert Baratheon buried. He's been hanging out there just a little bit too long. I'm gonna do a multi-level crypt down here. That'd be great. And Lord knows we're gonna need the space. When you have very limited air and it's been tended with the scent of urine, or the scent of urine. Nothing spells delicious quite like a little bit of urine. Oh, research done. So everybody says, give me the catalytics. So many shine bugs. I need to get these swapped over eventually to bristle blossoms. Not bristle blossom. Yeah, bristle blossoms. Need to get it swapped over to that too so we can do some cooking. The trouble is, it requires a bunch of clean water. And while it doesn't care what the temperature of the water is, I actually have to have a good source of it. And when we're consuming a lot of water for oxygen, I can't be also feeding that into a farm or we'll definitely run out. Which does leave us in a little bit of a conundrum. There may be a bathroom issue. It depends. The puns. I should actually build a second bathroom. If you don't have enough toilets, you're in trouble. Ba-dum-bum. I appreciate the puns. As brutal as they might be. Oh, they're doing good work over here. Okay, so let's check out our power grid. Right now, I don't really have like a high degree of power consumption. The massage table is not in its own separate room, which it really should have. I'm going to move everything over to a kitchen space. So I'm thinking if I separate off here and I send a wire across here to connect to this, and then sever it down here, and do a second wire down to the bottom portion of things. It's not exactly going to be like a pure segregation, but it should give me what I need. And this one can run through this floor all the way over to here. Oops. Oh, I built this and I didn't set it for CO2, so that's probably a problem. Come on. There we go. Oh, it is set. Okay, good. So why is it not running? It has water. It has power. It has CO2. There it goes. I had to like switch it off and back on again. That's super weird. But whatever. It's working. It'll do. Y'all are killing me with these puns. These streams are always full of puns. You can't get away from it, really. Oni's not available in Linux. I've never looked. Just think of all those fancy restaurants that have scented air as part of the meal. Oh, yeah. What is my favorite Pokemon? Are you talking like Pokemon game or individual Pokemon character? Because my answer is going to be I don't know to both. I don't know why I bothered asking. I don't really know a lot about Pokemon. I confess. Yeah, well, how's the precious? Precious. Alright, let's get our wiring done quickly. I'm going to put that up to a 6. Please stop suffocating. It's unsightly. Plus the noise is annoying. Your Pokemon, what did you miss? There's supposed to be a new Pokemon game coming out. It's like Pokemon Sword and Shield or something. The output pipe is overpressurizing on the CO2 cleaner. There is no... No? Nope. There's no gas output on the carbon skimmer because it doesn't have any output. It consumes CO2 and doesn't have any output other than polluted water. And there might be moments where the polluted water backs up for a little bit, but it'll never stay backed up. We have an overflow system that's set to handle that, so it can never really overflow. Or like it can never really back up and stop running. You want whichever one has the better legendary Pokemon. You're excited for the new Pokemon game? I kind of want to try it, but I mean, I've never played Pokemon games on the channel before, so I don't know how it would be received, but... And I'm also, like, a complete noob when it comes to the whole Pokemon thing, so I'd be that idiot that's like, what am I supposed to do with these things? This thing's stifling out here still. It's killed off the airborne germs. It's holding them at bay, which is exactly what I wanted it for. So that's good. But the temperature is still a little iffy. It's still stifling a tiny bit. Just saw a red icon on the pipe. Oh, down here we have power issues. That's a different matter altogether. Once we finish getting these power lines put in place, the power problems will be solved. I can get people off of treadmills too, which would be good. Yeah, it's for the Switch. I don't have a Nintendo Switch, no, but when I was at PAX East, I met with somebody who does PR for Nintendo of America, and they were asking about whether I had any interest in playing like Nintendo Switch games on the channel. And I've kind of been thinking about it. I just haven't made the purchase yet. I think a part of it too was I was also like, I'm one of those people that's not likely to buy the console unless there's a game that I want for it in particular, rather than buying it blind and hoping there's going to be something. So I guess it's one of those things where I've kind of been waiting for a game to make it worth purchasing. Not that I wouldn't like to try Breath of the Wild and stuff, but for the most part, games I play now are pretty much all stuff that I'm doing on for the channel. So it's just sort of the nature of the whole YouTube thing. Can I help you with the Pokemon? Overall, you played all of them? I mean, they've been out forever. I remember having the Game Boy, and they were out for that. I was too busy playing Mario Tennis or something at the time, I think. Okay, research the acoustics so we can build ourselves a fancy break room, which I still haven't gotten around to. I'd kind of like to make a little cooling loop with the ice machines, too. But I'm not quite ready to tackle that. Okay, these things can be turned on now. Enable building. I do need a smart battery to control these. Heavy watt wire to connect. Like so. And then we're going to need an automation wire. Fortunately, I made some metal for that, so we can make that connection backwards. That way, this way we won't waste too much coal. We can set it up to be a little bit more conservative. Green asteroid and all that. Focal spores, briar seeds. Nope. We have a Mima who is a yokel caregiver. 6 kindness. That's pretty good. Then we have Abe, who's unconstructive, biohazardous, and a gourmet. Also fond of suit wearing, tidying, and digging. What an odd combination. Glossy Dreco? If so, nab him. I probably should grab the Glossy Dreco so we can give them a little shaving. I haven't built a farm yet for anything, so I'm going to have to tackle that eventually, too. When your PC turns off in the middle of the game. No! Yeah, Arya died. She built a floor over top of her own head and suffocated. It doesn't really seem like a good tactic for her, but nevertheless, that's where she went. Alright, so Mima... Who should we take? Oh, you know what? This should be like... What was that guy's name? Was it Hot Pie? I know he wasn't a major character, but was that... Was the character name Hot Pie? Supporting cast. Hoder. I'm like scrolling through a list of names trying to find what I want. Benjamin Stark, Lissa Aaron... Sorry, Fox is the Pokemon chat. Hot Pie made bread. Is it Hot Pie? Oh, yeah, it's Hot Pie. Let's make this Hot Pie because he's a gourmet. Hot Pie. And he's an ugly crier. How perfect. The chick who shamed Cersei. Oh, yeah. What was his name? Seta Mordain? Is that who that was? So many characters. It's really crazy to think that we could build a colony with like 100 duplicates in it and have every one of them named after a character. It's insane. The depth of content for that series is ridiculous. Okay, I need to deconstruct the rest of these down here so I can finally build my tomb. I wish I could do something really fancy. Let's do like furniture. We could do like a marble block in here. That would be cool. Wait, we'll bookend it with no, I gotta have a ladder there. If I put it here, I'd get 4 on either side. Let's do that. And then we'll get 4 tasteful memorials on either side of this thing. Just take a little more. There we go. I'd like to do some pictures and stuff down here too, and then we'll do a second floor. We'll set the second floor like up here. I don't think I can do pictures if I do that. Hold on. I didn't quite make this high enough, I don't think. I might need to go down like one more level. Because if I put a floor here, it's going to be too tight. I can only get 2 tiles there. Where will it let me build pictures? I've never really tried this. Of course, I don't have anything that I can actually test it with. Flower pot? Actually, no. The pictures are two tiles high, right? Drat. Which one shamed the queen? She's the best. That's probably Set of Mordain. Was Mordain the one Sansa was rude to? Oh, no. Actually, I don't even know. I'm so bad with names. I can't even remember names in my normal life. Never mind memorizing TV names. I'm gonna send this down one more floor. Which means I need to cancel all these. Sorry, Robert. We got to delay your burial just a little bit longer. Granite, yeah. This ladder needs to go a little lower down. Okay. Then we can go for the marble block. Made out of granite. Which is weird, because I thought it was made out of marble. But whatever. Whatevs. We're gonna build lots and lots of space for dead people down here. Okay, that's gonna be 2 tiles to have paintings there, and then we'll have another layer up here where we can do yet another marble block statue. This one's not gonna have as much room for paintings, but that's okay. We have a lot of duplicates. I mean, there's going to be a lot of death at some point. We might as well be prepared for it. That's awesome. She needs to be a shirt. I would buy it. Oh, the Seta? Yeah. This said Mordain was the one from the Stark's house, and Unella is Shamer? Alright. Oh, the Shamer. Alright. He's planning on pulling an R.R. Martin and killing them all. Well, the thing is, I know they're going to die at some point. I'm just preparing in advance so that we have places to put them, that's all. So at some point in the future, there's going to be a colony called the Long Night or something. There we go. Let's get that tackled. I've already connected the automation wire. So I pretty much just need to finish that battery and our power system will finally be operational. They'll find our power station quite operational. Okay, I want Jaime Lannister. Where is he? He's got 1 point to spend. Oh, mechatronics engineer. Yeah. Ooh, and he can wear an exosuit. Man, this guy does it all. Is there anything he can't do? All right, Jamie, let's give you your fancy mechatronic. Oh, you got exosuit training, mechatronics engineer hat. Although the exosuit hat does look cooler. Let's put that one on. That's a neat hat. All right, I'm not gonna worry about all the rest of the skill points because that was the one I really wanted. So let's let them do that. They probably need to punch the button down here a few more times. I'm a little worried that this is actually... I stripped the CO2 down a little too low now, and it might actually cause a problem there. I'm going to enable this. Our oxygen level is okay, but not as strong as I'd like it to be. He also can't do a Fonzie impression. Hey, I do some impressions, but just not that many. You can't do a proper handstand Fonzie. Foreshadowing for the Red Wedding, that's right. Wow, I'm waiting for one of these. Hey, Mecha. Oh, they're finally building the battery. Oh, come on. You're almost finished. Come back, Robin. Oh, he's such a slagger. Oh, man, look at all the bugs out here. Well, It seems we have a bug problem. If I build a ladder up here... I didn't realize how many of the shine bugs had gotten all the way out here in the wilds. Let the shine bugs run free. As long as they have stuff to eat over there. I mean, I think they're tamed. Yeah, these are tamed ones, so they've got to have food out here. I mean, there's phosphorite on the ground, but I don't know if they just pick it up off the ground. I feel like they should, but I don't know whether they do or not. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is built now, so I want it to be... Yeah, whatever. When it gets maxed out, go until it's about 30%. And then kick everything back on again. Those are both running, so now I need to check my power line and sever it, like, right here. So I'm gonna break the wire. Yay! Okay, deconstruct these two as well. Okay, so we have a separated power grid now, so I should stop overloading. I have a few things at the bottom, a few things at the top. Bob's your uncle. Oh, I want to do decor in the bathroom. Ooh, I could do a double decor. Double decor. What's going to give me the better decor outcome? Decor, plus 10 for a radius of 8 tiles for that thing. If I do these small blocks, they give plus 5. I could do 2 of those side by side. And a painting above gives plus 10. Or just 2 10s. Pretty much the same outcome. Plus 20 if I do it with the metal blocks, so I'm going to go with that. Let's ramp up our decor in the bathroom a bit. Should I work on a bandit in CMS 2018? I have one of those in the garage that I picked up like early on in the game. I don't see any reason why not to work on it. When you plan on making a cooling loop for the whole base to control temps, them plants are looking upset. Some of them are. Yeah. Some of them are. I'm gonna need a good mechanism to do my cooling loop. I had thought at one point about trying to build something in the middle and then having a clover leaf out from it with different cooling loops. But in practice, I've never actually done it because I tend to concentrate too many things in the center part of my base. Oh, that's like the perfect statue for down here. Jeez. Oh, I always do performance parts. I mean, there's no reason not to, I guess. In that game, it's not like you really get... There's not really anything special you can do with the car, but... I figure as long as I'm going to swap out all the parts, I might as well make the performance parts, because... I don't know, reasons. We can do celestial detection and basic rocketry, and then we're up to that point... Oh, jetpacks, too. Yeah, let's do jetpacks first. And then we're at that point where the research is not going to be done until we get up to the surface and start doing some celestial stuff. So I'll end up breaking down these, and we'll build our kitchen. These are still stifled according to body temperature. The air here is hovering around 30. Oh, you know why? It's because this is right below it, and it produces heat. Yeah, I need to get rid of that. It's warming up the stuff like right above it, which is terrible. Yeah, a sieve can clean pea water, so I have it doing that right here. They don't really care about the germs in the water so much, which is great. So the water can stay germy. It just needs to be clean, so it's clean water. And then any excess amount actually flows out over here where I'm collecting it. Not that I'm collecting in large amounts, but nevertheless, there it is. Hey, Frostbane Mio. They still haven't gotten out far enough to dig out this. Not surprisingly. I really am going to need exosuits soon. And actually, if I had some exosuits running, then sometimes the duplicants wouldn't always be breathing the oxygen I have in the colony. Did you find a cold biome? I found 2 of them. So there's one off to the right, and then there's another one over here. Oh, we have another little base down here. Oh, with a brain thingamajiggy. That is way down there. I don't really have a convenient way to get across. Okay, so I guess I can go here. So if we dig across here, Give them a tile to hop on. We give them a ladder to climb down to get over here. Actually, I don't even need to go that far down. And then we give them a ladder right here. Oh, you know what? We gotta. This is gonna be tricky. We have to push the button in order to get the gate to work, so that we can send a duplicate through to get onto the neural vacillator, and we might even need to power the system up because this battery's dead. I want the neural vacillator, but it's gonna be a little work getting down there. Like, I guess I could just hook up a treadmill, but am I gonna build tubes? Maybe when we get to the point of actually having plastics and stuff. I haven't really dug into the plastic part of things. We've been taking duplicates so quickly. My primary concern has been all around the necessities of life and less about the luxuries of things. But if we get to that point and we're still alive, then yeah, that's a possibility. I have these shine bugs trapped down here. Alright, someone let the shine bugs out. Oops, no, don't do that. Open it. Give the shine bugs a way to get out of there. Plus, it'll let some CO2 down there, I guess. Because it's 424 grams, 152. Oh, actually, the CO2 is going to flow up and out instead of down. Actually, sort of reverse things a little bit. See you, Kim. Thanks for coming out. I'm gonna watch some of your CMS 2018 videos. That's cool. So they could use food, poisoned water for algae and research. Yeah, we could use it for all kinds of stuff. You just can't use it for making food. If you use it for food, then they get sick off it. But even then, it's not like they get super sick. It's just like a little sick. There's a glossy Dreco. Can I actually... I don't think I can set up the fancy Dreco shaver. Where is it? That's a station, right? Yeah, there it is. The shearing station must be in a room. So I need to build like a little stable here to try to keep some Drecos in. So I can make use of this glossy Dreco and start collecting some plastic. That'd be great. But he needs stuff to eat, so I can't really do it down here. He's got to go back up top. I think now that he's loose, this little Dreco is just going to be a problem until I recapture him. Maybe I'll leave him be for the moment. As soon as I tame him, then I've got to feed him. I don't really have a good setup for feeding them yet. Who let the shine bugs out? Yeah, we have a couple shine bugs. Now that I've started giving them like a grooming station and a critter feeder early on, they pretty much just mass populate on their own. They don't even have to do anything with them. Okay, we have a Stinky, an Ellie, and an Otto. Unconstructive, allergies, and trypophobia. A mouth breather, grease monkey. Who? Pop a hole downwards for and use that area for the Drecos. Yeah, I just need it to be a place where they have food that they can munch on. I guess the bare naked ladies were correct. You are that cool. Ah, the bare naked ladies. Good old Canadian reference. Who do I want to bring in? Unconstructive caregiver. I mean, we could make that like Sir Jorah. Stinky's a farmer. Well, he's got ranching anyway. Caregiver and ranching. Kindness. Construction. Tinkering. It's a vomiter, too. Yeah, all right, we'll make this one Sir Jorah. Brent. Did you find a water geyser sometime back? I can't remember if it was in this world or another one. I did. I haven't dug my way up to it yet. It's up here on the upper left. Actually, it's not even a water geyser. It's a cool steam vent. So we do have a source of water. It's just that they don't produce a really large quantity of it. And this one's dormant right now. I don't know when it's supposed to activate again. So theoretically, if I dig my way up here, we can tap into that. And actually, this will give me more bomb lily I can chop up here too, for the moment. Let's make the door upwards. That way if this thing starts to fill up with water again. I'll go like this. We'll give myself a way into it. But also a way to close it off. We can put a pump down in here. And actually, well, it's not super hot down here. I'll dig this out too. Because this water is 54 degrees. That's a little on the warm side. Whatever duplicate goes in there is going to be a little roasty, but... It's just a little roasty. It's still good. It's still good. You mean surf friend zone. Poor guy. I don't want to get into any spoilers, but he just had such a hard time with things. He wanted so bad not to be in the friend zone. Sorry, I went to war and all I got was stone skin. Can't figure out how to message you on here. Oh. I don't think there's any private messages on YouTube. At least not in the chat. You can like at people, but I don't think you can send them like a private DM the way you can in like a Twitch or something. Uh-oh. Body temperatures. 27.8 coming out of here. See, this is the trouble with running these things. They produce oxygen, but the oxygen that comes out of them is kind of hot. I want to move them farther away. 32, 30, 28. Oh, this is also getting max pressurized. That's weird. I kind of want to build... I'm going to build an oxygen diffuser down here. Actually, if I build it there, it's... Never mind. Cancel that. If I build it there, it's going to produce too much oxygen right here next to the food. I need to move it up at least a level. Okay, so we'll move that up one level. And then I'll get rid of the one that's here, and we'll just relocate it down low. Which actually moves it to the different power grid. It's maybe not ideal, but... Oh, they're not done. Thought they were finished. They haven't done the basic research yet. It's a hot tub steam dumpling maker. Just need egg rolls and noodles. Well, we got the eggs all over the place. It's the hot tub time machine. You can jump in there and go back in time. Did I not connect that? Survey says... As soon as this starts producing oxygen, I'm going to break this one. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. I'm trying to preserve some of our heat situation. This can get deconstructed. Survey says woo woo. Woo woo. I got the shine bugs. It's amazing how much they overpopulate if you just let them go. I wish you could put like if there was a better way to like set controls on them, like for every egg greater than 10 eggs you have around, break those to make omelets or something. But there's no way to set that kind of a control on it. I mean, I guess short of just putting them in storage and then waiting for them to break on their own, I guess that would be a mechanism you could use. Maybe that's what I should do. I'll set a storage room over here in preparation for cooking. So I'm going to set a storage room over here in preparation for cooking. I'm going to set it to pick up shine bug eggs, but I'm going to put a maximum storage limit on it of like, I don't know, 8 or 10 or something. And that way, I'll leave them in there, and they eventually break on their own. And as they break, it will reduce the count, which will allow them to put in a couple more. So we can control, we'll have a mechanism that will allow us to keep keep a certain number of eggs around so that we never overcrack, I guess. Do not use hatches for farming meat. I mean, ultimately I will when I get around to building a hatch farm, but I have not bothered to do that just yet. For the most part, I've been dealing with things like oxygen and power setup and bathrooms and bedrooms and some farming stuff down here. I got to do something about temperatures down here, though, too. And this water level is going down also, so we got to do something about that. And it's in part because I'm drawing it out to make food. There's a good source of water out here if I'm willing to get somebody really mucky to go get it. All right, that was great. Duplicates don't have a limit to how long they can be underwater anymore, so that gives me a little bit of space to play with here to make these guys run down here. Okay, so what I'm thinking is that I'll dig this out. We'll let the water flow from here down to here. We'll put a ladder in place here. I feel really bad for the duplicate I send to do this job because they're going to get very sick. But them's the breaks. We'll run a liquid pipe out of here. Back up through the opening. That can go all the way up here. And then we'll clean it up here at some point. We'll pump that back into our system. But I want to cool it first. And ideally, it won't have any germs in it, so I don't have to worry about that. But ideally, I want to cool it before I send it into back into our reservoir. They do have a breath limit, so they'll only be like they'll hold their breath only for so long while they're under there. But it's polluted oxygen out there, so they can breathe right up to the point they go into the water. You're bad for making the dupes do that. But what they won't do is say that it's too far away underwater for them to even try to get it, unless they just can't reach it because they hold their breath and run out and turn around and turn back. But it used to be like jobs would just be unreachable, and they don't do that anymore. So we'll see what happens. Starvation. Are you kidding me? We got food all over the place. Maybe it's because you're sick. All these poor sick duplicants. Insufficient. Oh, we need the medicine vials for these. It's the way that they've changed, like the having like the treatment for medicine. I kind of like, only in the sense that it's not as easy as it used to be. Now you actually got to produce the materials you need to actually treat the illnesses, which I never quite get around to half the time. We need to get to Arya under here also. There we go. So they can get Arya and take care of her burial. We have Robert down here now, so that's good. How's our decor? Gyros. We need to clean up down here. Somebody sweep this mess. It's really not very nice down there. I don't like that. Oh, I have a little bit more reed fiber. One. All right, I need to set up a reed fiber farm too. This is ridiculous. I have to say, this is your best lit base. Well, the last one we had was pretty well lit also. We had a lot of shine bugs in that one too. But this one, they're flying all over the place. So the nice benefit of that is you also get a morale boost for them being in nice lighting. So, you know, it's sort of like an added benefit from letting them fly around everywhere. I just gotta make sure I keep them out of this area because the mushrooms don't like the light, I don't think. Yeah, they want to be in the darkness. Okay. Critter egg. I want this to be for... No, not sun nymphs. Shine nymph eggs. I want to set it for 10 kilograms. I think each egg is a kilogram, isn't it? Maybe less for the shine bugs. Doesn't really say. Oh, actually, the shine nymph eggs give a decor benefit. I didn't notice that. Oh, they're 5 kilograms each. Really? Okay, so that would only hold like 2 eggs, so I don't want that. I want like 50. So hold 50 kilograms of critter egg for the shine nymph, and we'll see how that goes. Are you gonna play Forager live stream sometime? Forager, I do not know what that is. Forager. Oh. I hadn't planned on it. Highly popular and quirky game. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't have the game, and I hadn't really planned on playing it. That's different. That was a nymph, not an egg, Fox. Was it? No. It had to be an egg. Because these have to be critter eggs. Shine nymph egg. Right? Because you can't just take the shine bugs and stuff them in there. It's got to be the eggs. It's a good game. You should sometime. Maybe. I have so many games. I have such a hard time finding time to play all the ones I want to play, to be honest. I also get in this weird scenario sometimes when I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to play for the week where I can't decide. Like, I don't know what to play. More duplicants, because why not, right? All right, duplicate number 29. We have a pacifist, Twinkle Toes. Noodle Arms, Mole Hand. Who would be a good pacifist? Set higher priority for that egg fridge. Yeah, I probably should. Let's see. Who would be a good pacifist? Not Sansa. She gets a little vicious. Joffrey, Sandor. Braun. Marjorie Tyrell. No, she was kind of a scheming lady. We don't want that. Ramsay Bolton. No. Eliar Sand. Jagan Hagar, or however you pronounce his name. Ruse Bolton. No. Ross? Ross who? Who to Ross? Aaron Trent, Hunter Grant, Osha, Gregor, Janos Slint, Marcella. Yeah, that's a good option. Marcella Baratheon. All right, so we have Marcella Baratheon in. She's creative. She's a pacifist. And she's going to suck up some of our oxygen. And get the ice. Yeah, we'll have other ways to get water. We won't need the ice. We have all this ice over here. Oh, these are dug up now. Okay, what do I want to do with those wheeze words? Let's maybe stick them right here in the middle of the colony for now until I have like a different purpose for them. I'm gonna stick them like right here. We got those going so we can kind of cool down the air just a little bit in here. Won't be great, but it'll be something. I need a night like this. Watching a live stream and eating pizza. Pizza. I miss pizza. Trying to watch what I eat. Have a good night, Kim. Thanks for coming out. Roz was the hired lady that Joffrey killed. She worked with Littlefinger, the redhead. That's pretty obscure, Durgan. Much too obscure for me. My brain doesn't work that well. Names and me just don't go. I don't know what it is. I have the worst memory for names. Oh, they're down here crying. Sandor Clegane crying in the graveyard. How's that for ironic? Maybe it's more a TV show thing? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I think it was this area down here we were talking about we should open up and make use for our our Drecos, right? But we don't. I mean, there's some hydrogen down here, but not really a high concentration. And there's actually not much up there either. All things being equal. But we do already have pinch of pepper plants growing up here that I don't have to plant. So I'm thinking this space up here is probably the better ranch. If I open this up just a little bit. And then close it off. And then I can build my ranch in here. It's not going to be much of a ranch. It's going to be a really odd one, but at least they'll have something to eat. And that will let me keep at least a couple of them in there. If I can get a hold of that glossy one. As long as it's going to live for it. I don't think the glossy ones eat the pinch of pepper nuts. But I'm sure your wife will be very glad to know that you didn't pay too much attention to the scenes with Ross. Oh, okay. Maybe. You could be right. I mean, I kind of like Marjorie Tyrell, but, you know, that's just me. Oh, wait. Was Roz the, no. Who was the wildling that John was with for a little bit? See that money shiny? Just think, man, this PC is a geo. Oh god. Oh. Not so much. It's starting to lag out a little bit. But it slides a lot better now, or scrolls a lot better now when I pause it. it's like the sun up here. Our duplicates are gonna start getting sunburned as they pass by. Egret. Oh, egret. Okay. Funnel all the H2 up. I mean, we could pump it up there. I'm gonna leave this open, but okay, you go, little guys. So in here, we're gonna want stations. We'll give them a grooming station over here. No, we won't. There's a plant there. A bomb lily. I kind of need the bomb lily, but we're gonna dig it up anyway because I need the space. These ones aren't growing because they're not in chlorine anymore, so it doesn't matter if I preserve them. I can't believe this one's still in chlorine. Oh, no it's not. It's like kind of on the edge of things. If we get that dug up, then I'll stick our little guys in here. We need a critter drop off. Should I make a second station for the shine bugs lower down to aid in decor? Yeah, I probably should. We could put another critter feeder down here. If I stick it down here, maybe. I mean, our decor is not it's not atrocious. Look at it up here though. It could be better. Maybe I'll stick it down here. So we'll do food. See if we can lure some of them down a little bit lower anyway. Still open on the left by the door. I think I blocked it off. Yeah, I plugged it in. It's just not... They haven't built it yet. Shine bug critical mass. They've already maxed out decor up here. It's all maxed decor up here, 120. Close the water hole? Well, I have it open here, but closed here. I wanted it open for the CO2 and stuff to go down. Oh, we got a hatch in here. I guess it doesn't matter because there's nothing growing on that level yet, but... Somebody poison the water hole! This is like, I shouldn't say it, but this is like the first time I think the duplicates haven't peed in the water in a while. Oh, poor Marcella Baratheon. Sending her down into this stanky swamp water. to do all the digging. She just got here. Hey, you're the new arrival. We've got this sewage pipe over here. It's full of the worst kind of nastiness that you can imagine. Oh, and fish. Yeah, go swim in that for a while and build this pipe. And don't worry about like the disease and the green goopy stuff that sticks to your skin. It'll be fine, I'm sure. The shine buds help in the garden. They don't. Not for this type of plant anyway. The mealwood doesn't have any condition around light that it needs. If we swap these out and did the other stuff of the things, can't think. Fox is a cruel taskmaster. There's other plants that actually benefit from the light, or that rather they require light. They don't necessarily benefit from it. They just have to have it. Okay, I can turn this off for now. Come on, everybody get out of the way of this thing. I just want to plant the flower. There we go. Plant. Oh. Copy settings. I think one of those Weezeworts replanted itself over here. It did. Darn you, Weezeworts. Oh, now they gotta climb through nasty water to get over there too. That's great. Stuff started melting. We've got a bit of a puddle going on. I probably should give them a little bit of mesh tile to walk on here. Come on. There we go. There we go. We'll let them dig that out a little bit so we can let the stuff drain. What is the problem going on here? Pressure. 150 to 10,000. We have no gas pressure in here. That's interesting. Well, that stinks. Our plants are there all gonna smother. Oh, we're finally done the research. Okay, so the only thing we have left to do is this rocket research, which we can't really get to right now anyway. So since we can't do it, we'll just deconstruct these. Deconstruct. I thought I told you to get rid of this wheel. Alright, deconstruct all those, we'll make a kitchen down here instead. Look at that oxygen now. Air is in a little better shape. Oh, this is not... The air would flow better if we had those there. I don't need this anymore. Shine bug event horizon. Suffocation is a task in our colony. It's not even just... It's not even just something that happens. It's actually a job that people need to do. You need to go down there and suffocate a little bit. If you're not suffocating, you're not trying hard enough. Sopping wet. Oh, yeah. See, they've... Oh, don't sleep there. Come on, Toman. This might be far enough now they can't reach it. No, they can do it still. It's not for very long. 3 of them went down there and 1 person did work. It's like having a foreman. We still got to run electrical wire, too, actually, now that I think of it. So we might as well tell them to do that as long as they're down here doing whatever it is they're doing. Yeah, we got that ready. Okay, over here, we're going to need a few things. So when they get rid of this, if they ever do, deconstruct, there we go. We're going to want a wash station first. That would be a medical if I could click on the right button. We'll throw a sink in here, so at least whoever goes in to clean up will actually wash their hands first, theoretically. That's going to require plumbing. Fortunately, the plumbing should be relatively easy. Oops. Input. Output. And this one will be a little different because we're actually going to set this sink. There we go. So that they wash their hands on the way in instead of on the way out. We'll need... Let's go with a double electric grill. So we can maximize our cooking capability. There we go. I think I'm going to open up the floor right here. We'll put a ladder down here. And then we're going to wall off this space. Excuse me. We'll wall off this space in here. And we'll use this as our storage area for cooking ingredients and stuff so that we can build a proper food storage space. Actually, pretty much all the food can go here. Since it's sitting in CO2, we won't need to plug those in. Excuse me, that'll keep all the stuff in there fresh. Has anyone told you the game volume is louder than you are? Better now. Oh, I didn't adjust it, so I might have moved away from the microphone for a second. Sorry about that. But no, you were the first one that said it, actually. All right, we have a pacifist trypophobia, and a slow learner gastrophobia. I feel like germ resistant would be nice. Two of them like suit wearing, which is also good. Let's see, learning, digging. There's no real specific traits we need at this point because we're at that point where we have pretty much everything already covered off with all the duplicates. I mean, this will be our 30th duplicate. Omelets are back on the menu, boys. Who else? You know what? Let's bring in... we have strength, athleticism, learning. Let's take Ari. No, he's a pacifist. That won't work. Shine bugs. We have so many shine bugs. Could have been your headphones too. Oh, yeah. Well, like I said, sometimes I have a little bit of trouble judging how loud the volume's going to be on this. I switched headphones, and this one has an independent volume control where the other one used to work the volume in the computer, so I would hear the general level of volume that was being output, where this one I'm not entirely sure. So it's kind of, it's left it a little bit iffy for me. Let's make this one Grey Worm. Bring on the Grey Worm. Not enough food to feed 30 people. You're passing up on 3 eggs. Yep. This really isn't so much about how effectively we're doing things. This is just so much of, it's more about like, let's just take a duplicate every single time they come in. We're going to name them after characters from Game of Thrones, and we'll let them die off as they die off, pretty much. I want this to be full of... Wait a minute. What is this one filled with? Oh, there we go. Royal Nymph, Phosphorites, Royal Bug, Phosphorite, Shine Bug, Phosphorite, Shine Nymph, Phosphorite, and that'll do for now. Critter Egg, Shine Nymph, let's set that to a 7 so they go fill it up. There's 200 grams worth in here right now. Huh. I don't think those eggs are as heavy as they said they were. Let's make this like a 10 kilogram. I don't want to overpack it. More shine bugs. Can we make a Kugelblitz? There's so many shine bugs. We had this like the last colony too, where the shine bugs kind of took over. It was like recreating the sun. Do you have a list of GOT names in front of you if you don't have an impressive memory? Yeah, no, I have a list. I definitely Googled a list. Because I was like, I'm never going to remember all these names. Oh, man, the food's dropping fast now because these plants aren't growing as well as they were. All right, what have we got here? We can make fried mushrooms in one of these. Let's do that forever. This other one we could make... We still don't have any omelets yet. We could make frost buns. We have 3 out of 90 units. Actually, that would go pretty well. Pepper bread would be good also, but we don't have enough pinch of pepper nuts for that. So frost buns, 1,200 kilocalories versus 4,000. Superb quality. I could only make 4 of those though. Whereas in this, we can make a whole bunch. So we're gonna make frost buns forever for the moment. So, and then I'm gonna turn off this crazy mush machine. Deconstruct that. And maybe I'll set up an egg cracker in here too, so we can be a little more selective about when we're cracking eggs. Just so we have the option. I don't necessarily know whether we're going to want to do it because it's going to cause other problems, but it's already set up to farm. Okay, good. This is all built, so we have that set. Up top here, we'll just fill in that floor, and then I'm going to do our refinement station out here for our water sieve. Actually, I'll do the water sieve down below. Like that. I'm gonna need a cooling system. If I take the water that comes out of this, it's gonna come out pretty hot. I can send it up through here, and I can have like a little cooling room in here with radiant pipe. So if I send something like this, actually that's not gonna work. I'm gonna want a wall over there, or a door, or whatever, like that. Over top, like so. We'll do another door on this side. And then in here, I'm going to put a couple Wheezeworts. I don't know if I'm going to have enough to do this, but we'll see. Insulated pipe output from into here. This one can go into here. Insulated output pipe is going to have to go out of here. Oh, boy. I forgot about all the piping I had over here. Throw a little liquid bridge on here. Oh. I created a monster. I've got so many looping pipes in here. Okay, this actually... let's cancel this. We'll redirect the pipe over here. And the only reason I'm going to send it down here is I'm hoping I can get it cool enough that when it comes out at this lower end of things, I'm hoping it will be cool enough to lower the temperature of the water that I'm using as a coolant for our oxygen system, because the way it stands right now, this is really bad. It's coming out of here at 29 degrees. Ugh. That's not good. This whole thing is going to need to be changed over at some point. So let them build all that. We need wire out there also, because we're going to have power for this system. How much do I have on this grid right now? 60 out of a maximum 1200, but 1200 is only if we're tapping into everything, so that's not really a concern. We can take this wire and run it all the way out here. Plug that business in, and then we're also going to need it to run down to run the pump. So I'll go like that. I don't want to move the water until I'm ready. Okay, out here, I did see a couple more Wheezeworts, so let's grab these if we can. I need that sleet wheat. I don't want to dig it out. Dig that up, dig that up. We'll build another ladder that our duplicates are going to have trouble using. Up to here. Dig this out. There we go. It's something anyway. It's not great, but it's something. Treadmill power forever. I probably could just run off treadmills with the number of duplicates we have. We could have a whole bank of like 6 of them going and not really even have to worry about power so much. Oh. Oh man, they ended up building it. I thought I told them to cancel that. Okay, on the plus side, with that many workers, they get the job done pretty quick. They've got all the piping and stuff ready. A little bit more to do out here. And then, of course, there's not a lot of gas pressure in here either, which is gonna cause a problem in its own right. The cooling's not gonna be as efficient as it could be because there's not high gas pressure in there. It might not even have a whole lot of effect. We're gonna have to see. Food shortage. We're still hovering at like 10,000 though, so it could be worse. Okay. Something I haven't done in like forever is our priorities. Predominantly, I want to look at who's doing the cooking because I want a couple people to focus on cooking now. So we have... I thought we had some people that actually had some skill in it. Oh, yeah, Rob and Aaron. I want him to focus on it. Littlefinger can focus on it too. We should have more than 2 cooks, right? Maybe not. Nope, we have 2 cooks. All right. Well, it's something at least. Shine nymph egg. Let's do some hatchling eggs. Oh, there's only 1. 31 of these. So let's do, I don't know, 20 of these. No, 15. Crack 15 of those eggs. If you had 1 supplier and 1 builder, they could build faster than all those dupes. Maybe. They still got to run around and get air and stuff. It's kind of an issue. I haven't gone in and actually updated people's priorities in a really long time. Mostly because it just hasn't seemed as important, but... Man, we really drained a lot of water this stream. This water level was all the way up here when we started the stream. That's a lot of water. And unfortunately, a lot of it went into producing food. Oh, 650 kilocalories. Uh-oh. Somebody get to work. Fried mushrooms are all out. Make omelets. What do you mean insufficient raw egg? We have 1,000 grams of 500 grams. That should be enough. Make me some omelets. Uh-oh. This might be a problem. Are the filters set on the fridges? No, they're not yet. Okay, so cooking ingredients are fine. Edibles are fine. Everything except for... Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and then the cooking ingredients. I don't want pinch and pepper nuts in here. I guess medicine can go in here too, vitamin chews. I mean, not that we're making them at the moment, but... There we go. What do we need for vitamin chews? Oh, just coal. We have 18 tons of coal. Let's make, I don't know. We have 30 duplicates. It's going to take a lot of vitamin chews. Okay. I also want to set these for priority 7. This one here is set for priority 7, so we'll make it a 6. So they'll take all the stuff that's in this storage bin and they'll move it to the kitchen. Then I can get rid of that little bin. Are we about to have our own Game of Thrones finale of some sorts? I don't know. They're hovering on that on that point where people are going to start to starve. I think we do have a few pinch of pepper nuts around, so, I mean, worst case scenario, we could make some barbecue. Just obliterating the poor guy. It didn't even die. Oh, there it goes. Okay, let's set this also for barbecue forever. We'll see how we do with that. This little hatch up here can go also. I can't pick the hatch. Give me the hatch. There he is. You can go, and you can go, and you can go. A little more meat for the barbecue. Get 3 more oxygen diffusers and mine for resources. You're super low. 5.7 tons. Iron ore we're kind of out of. Yeah, I've been busy building a whole bunch of stuff. We have lots of iron over here. It's just a matter of getting it, I guess. So if we send a ladder down here. What the? Why didn't it? That's weird. Didn't do what I thought it was gonna dud. That'll give me a good chance of that, and then I probably should make sure we have enough phosphorite too. Jackpot. I suspect water will be a problem with that much dupes unless he starts to mine ice. Well, I actually have this system set up here. I'm going to start to purify water. We just have a little work to do. Insufficient resource iron. Yeah, so they definitely need to go harvest some iron. Poor, poor, sad little duplicants. Okay, this needs to be Wheezewort. Print that and copy it over. I don't want them running through these doors constantly once this is set up, so we'll give them a ladder to go over top. What the? I don't recall telling them to dig that floor up. Apparently they did, though. That's weird. I definitely don't remember that at all. There are a few Oni bases where water isn't a problem. Yeah, it's one of those things where once you start to source your water, then it's not so bad. You know, you find some geysers, you can gather some from cold biomes, you clean polluted water, recycle water from different sources, get machines that produce excess water as an output. So, like, there's plenty of ways to get it. It's just a function of, like, bridging the gap to get it all set up. What are your thoughts on the Diesel Brothers game? Is it worth buying? I've only played it the one time so far, so, I mean, I can't necessarily recommend it. It's still in early access. I had fun with it, but I need to play it some more to get a better sense of how to manage it all. Because there's definitely a lot about that game that I don't know how to do very well yet. Okay, 2 more duplicants. Bottomless Stomach Grease Monkey and a Loud Sleeper. Let me see. Constructive Learning, Ranching, Tinkering, yada yada-ing. Building the wire caused them to dig. Oh, that's what it was, because it wasn't actually flooring. You're right. It was just ground. So naturally they dug it up. How's it cracking? Well, it's cracking well enough that we're producing some food from eggs. Lame joke, but that's about how we are. I don't know who to make this next duplicant. Melisandre, Braun. Oh, maybe Shay. Let's make this one Shay. Shay's got a bottle in his stomach. She was trapped in slavery and all that business. Crude oil egg? Oil from CO2? Huh? Who's a while? I mean, we have a small little, we have Melisandre, yeah, but I made it Shay, not Melisandre. Too bad I can't make helium hydride in this game. Oh, you meant I should have grabbed this elixir egg or whatever. Whatever. We're all about the duplicants this time around, unfortunately. Why are people not storing that? Why are they letting it sit on the floor? And why is this rot here? Rotten pinch of pepper nut. Sweep that up, please. Alright, we're very slowly treading upwards on food, but it's going to definitely be a long climb, particularly since I don't have enough mushrooms growing down here yet. And it's still at that place where things are too warm for them to even be grown. Nothing makes Ellie more happy than a big tin of glitter and a pack of unicorn stickers. Yeah. The commentary on some of the stuff is great. I love everything about the character of this game. And I've blocked my people. Oh, they can come out. Good. Make food level 9 priority. It doesn't even need to be level 9. We can set it level 7 even. They'll prioritize it ahead of most things. They've started to gather some metal over here, which is good. We have a few too many of these guys. Let's thin the crop a little bit. Thin the herd, whatever. That'll give us access to some more barbecue, too. As long as they pick it up anyway, that'll give them more barbecue. I might be able to pinch of pepper nuts. Insufficient resource, pinch of pepper nut. Of course I am. I have access to all this barbecue and I have no pinch of pepper nuts. There's some like sitting right there. But not in a convenient place for me to grab. That's less than convenient. Okay, let's we can set that to harvest. I don't know if they can reach that, but we can try. These ones they can't reach, so there's no point setting that for harvesting. Who's suffocating? Why are so many of you out there? At least there's oxygen in here. Look at all the air in there. I have Jamie, but he hasn't built this yet. Is it because it doesn't have the metal? I'd like to get that set up so they don't have to worry about supplying coal into these things. It'll just take care of it on its own. It is, however, 12:15. So I am going to call it a wrap for tonight. We're pretty much past the midnight hour where I normally end the stream off. Thanks everyone for coming to hang out for the stream tonight. I'm going to be doing some more streaming this week. So tomorrow night I'm going to be playing some more Conan Unconquered. Thursday night I'm planning to play some Don't Starve Hamlet. Friday night I'm going to be continuing the Hollow Knight gameplay we've been playing, and then I'm going to figure out what I'm going to play on Saturday night yet. I think there might be a beta of a game this weekend that I might want to try out. But I'm waiting to see whether I can actually get access to it or not, and then I'll decide when I'm going to play otherwise. But that's the plan for this week at any rate. Thank you everyone for the super chats tonight. I really appreciate it. I'm as always CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.